We went into total lockdown in March of this year, and during that time, the only mode of transport that was allowed was riding a bicycle. So to be able to move from one place to another, you either had to walk or ride a bicycle. And because of this, the only business that was allowed to operate during this time was the business of selling and repairing bicycles. So people bought bicycles, people repaired their bicycles so that they were able to move from one place to another. Others used it as one mode of doing sports, for sports, to be flexible, to move out of the house. Yeah. And because of that, the business was booming. Second was people who sell foodstuffs. So people used to sell foodstuffs, both fresh and dry foodstuffs, also harvested much during the lockdown because people are stocking food in the home. Children who used to be in boarding schools, for example, children who used to eat maybe lunch at school, all these children were now at home. And so people used to sell food, both dry and fresh, also made a lot of money, including maybe even people used to sell fruits and vegetables, also made a lot of money. So third, online market. Online market was also one of the businesses that started peaking during the pandemic. Ugandans never, not that they never, but they were not doing it so much. They were not so much absorbed into online buying and selling. But during the lockdown, the one way to sell or to advertise your goods was using internet. People were at home. People had time to also buy internet bundles and they load on their phones. That the time they used to maybe watch YouTube. That's the time they used to go on Facebook. So people used advantage and they started selling items online. And people who made money during the lockdown from online marketing, people used to sell gym stuff. For example, dumbbells, ropes. So people that the things they use to do sports, to keep fit, since gyms were closed. So online market really started booming during the lockdown. And up to now, people have now at least resorted to also using that as an option. Before, it was maybe because there was that lack of trust that since most people do not have private box numbers that they will bring your items maybe at your door, it was hard. So now you just call, they come, they send your items maybe with a motorbike, and you will pay when they give you the item at your doorstep. So they bring the items to your home and then you pay. You don't pay before. Unless it is going very far, there you will pay, you will trust, you pay, and then they post the items. But before, that wasn't really working. But during the lockdown, online market really worked. Yes. And yes, lastly, sanitizers, selling sanitizers, disinfectants, and masks. Also, people made money out of that because they started making all these things locally. Yeah.